I'm not
again.
I'm not going to do it again. I need a Falconeer's glove and the Predator's helmet for my outro.
All right, when we come back, we got someone on the line that said they worked with George Zimmerman.
Oh, really?
We'll talk to them when we come back. You're listening to Mox in the morning.
That was Drunkies, 1 minute of comedy. That was Drunkies, 1 minute of comedy.
Radio. 104.1.
Welcome back to the Mox Mornings Real Radio 104.1, broadcasting live nationally on Extreme Channel 165 all over the world on the internet at monsters.fm. Oh, this is, they say anonymous. This always concerns me.
The hacker group?
No. When someone says they're anonymous, I'm like, you don't know if what they're saying is true.
Well,
or
let me
if
just preface the call by saying that.
We don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
Just take all these things into consideration.
Yeah. So someone that says they're anonymous and they claim that they worked with George Zimmerman. So
Look,
we
Russ,
don't know.
News has nothing to do with fact anymore. It's all speculation.
Yeah, and talk radio,
Lies.
we have some responsibility, don't we?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
We have none, zero responsibility.
Well, that makes it more fun then. Hey,
We do
what
not share the opinions with the caller.
what name would you like to go by, Mr. Anonymous?
No, seriously, guys, come on. I'm giving you news here.
No, that's fine. Look, we're not saying your name.
I just got to cover myself. I mean, we don't know. You could just be somebody calling to say things. I don't know what you're going to say one way or the other.
Yeah, just
but,
put yourself in our shoes, buddy.
I got to
Scream out Baba Booey.
Okay, it doesn't make a difference at this point.
Yeah, so what's up?
I worked with the guy. Let me tell you something. He's the most soft-spoken person you will ever meet. I mean, he can talk himself out of whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I personally had an issue with him when he always had a bunch of racist comments towards me, and I reported him right to the hotline in the company, and they confronted him.
So hold on, you claim, and once again, we don't know this to be true, covering my ass.
It's pretty
but
much true.
you claim that he worked with you worked with George Zimmerman, and he had racist comments towards you. What kind of racist comments? What?
Well, I'm Middle Eastern, so
Middle Eastern, okay. So what kind of things would he say?
We know.
Well, I mean, come on, you can get an idea.
No, I don't know. Tell me what?
Any kind of racist. I mean, anything about terrorism, anything about
Terror.
For the record, Daniel's walking like an Egyptian.
So he would call you a terrorist?
He had a bunch of comments to a point that I
Did he call you Napoleon Dynamite Belt?
No.
Okay.
But I mean, to a point whenever they confronted him and we were face to face in front of management,
That's
he
awkward.
talked himself out of it such in a good way that I personally thought that I was, hearing things. Seriously, this guy is the sweetest talking person you could ever meet.
So, can I ask you a question? What is the goal of the phone call today? Are you
Well,
trying
he's saying
to?
he's talked himself out of what happened.
Let me tell you something. I never reported anybody on my work. I never had a problem with anybody that I ever worked with. Okay? The last fight I picked up in school was probably in the fourth grade or so.
Right.
This guy got me to the point that I couldn't sleep.
Okay, hold on. I would like to know. I mean, honestly, I would like you to tell me what it is he said that you thought was so bad you had to report him.
Well, the last comment was about bomb, whatever. He goes
Bomb,
Iran.
Yeah, song from '77.
Okay, all right.
You just laughed at it. Come on, man. Really?
So,
You're just assassinating a person's
so he
character,
said
are you
that,
not?
and after he made that joke, you informed management, and then what was his comeback? What did he say? What
He talked. I was in the office one time. Whenever he was saying, "Oh, I didn't mean anything," me and him are buddies. It was just cool. I was just playing around with him. Everybody plays around with me in these kind of jokes, if you know what I'm saying.
Hey,
Not this guy. He was not playing. He got it to the point that it was very personal. They made the work very uncomfortable, and they didn't believe me. And I didn't believe me after I saw him talking, okay?
But here's the thing. So you're just telling me all he did was say bomb, Iran.
But he was serious about it, is what he's saying.
No. He was talking, in a very thick accent, making fun of my accent, making fun of, saying things like Bin Laden, making comments like that all the time. I mean, it was big thing.
Okay,
So he's manipulating.
What kind of job did you work at? Not the actual company, but just what kind?
What type of job?
It was with sales. He's the greatest salesman ever. Trust me, he's good at
So
it.
what do you think?
Sales.
What do you think happened in this case? If you knew him a little bit, do you think he was the aggressor?
I don't know what happened. I wasn't there, but I want to tell you.
Great
that,
call.
You know, the kind of person he is, he probably just want to make a point or whatever.
I wanted to ask you, how
out of it.
much actual time did you get to spend with this guy on a daily basis? I mean, were you around him for 10 minutes a day? Were you around him for an hour or 2 hours a day?
I mean, we were in face-to-face cubicles.
You were in a cubicle with this guy all day, so you did phone.
No. We were not in cubicles.
Oh, I see.
We were not face-to-face cubicles.
I love a good cubicle.
So how often? What I'm saying is, how often each day did you encounter this guy? Did you have actual interaction with him?
Yes. Probably you're looking at lunchtime, a few hours.
A day?
A couple, 3-4 hours a day.
So a couple hours a day, and for how long did this go on? How long were you employed with this guy?
3 months, and then a couple months. He was fired. He was fired after a while, and a bunch of he got on that hotline. He was reporting every manager, everybody in the store behind their back.
So
after a while, they got rid of him for a different reason.
So you did not particularly like George Zimmerman, is what you're trying to say.
You know what? No, I don't like him.
Well, what I was leading up to is this. I mean, so you were around the guy for a couple hours a day for 3 straight months, and what I wanted to ask is this. Based on your opinion and based on what you saw of George Zimmerman and his personality, do you think that George Zimmerman is capable of killing somebody, approaching them, creating a situation so that he could pull the trigger on a minority?
I don't know about that, no.
So what I'm saying is, even with all that said, when you boil down to what really happened, even then, this guy who encountered this guy daily for 2 hours can't say definitively that guy can pin a minority, even though you know the dude, based on what this guy said, is kind of a racist and can't do it.
My point is this is a very soft-spoken guy, very smart, very intelligent. I'm telling you, to the point that I had doubts about the issues I had with him whenever he confronted management. He was such a nice guy, and hey, buddy, we're cool, we're friends, we're buddies. And then 10 minutes later, when I'm walking face to face, he'll give you that stare like, I got you.
You're just saying he's smooth talking.
He's just
it's
manipulating.
manipulative. He's a manipulative person.
God, I hate those people.
Well, I mean,
I know too
so
many.
what? I mean, what is that?
By you in the lunchroom and shoulder to shoulder, he'll hit you right there.
Yeah, but all that doesn't matter. When I ask you the question, like Daniel said, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
If this is a court case, this guy's building a character, reference for us to base our opinion on. You know what I'm saying? They do that in court cases.
I understand that.
Yeah, they
They
brought
have a guy come in and give you very little details.
It's a character
Yeah,
witness.
there's very little detail, though. He's not really telling us what the guy was saying to him that made him have to call his management. He's just laughing it off and going, "Oh, you do no things."
He said he said he would say he was a terrorist and speak in a broken Middle Eastern accent. I mean, I think that's pretty definitive of what he was saying he did.
Yeah,
but when
none
a
of us
bully
would do that.
when a bully bullies someone like that, they do small little things. Like I can understand the guy not being able to say like he probably never said you're a terrorist. Like you know what I'm saying? He's probably making jokes, making the guy feel uncomfortable, right?
nonchalantly.
Making me implied though.
Exactly.
All right. So are you surprised? Are you surprised to see that he's involved with this entire thing?
No, the only thing I'm not surprised about that he's not arrested. I'm not surprised about that. I'm not surprised for the fact that he's not arrested.
Because you think he has a has a way of talking to authority in a way where he's believable.
Amazing.
And that was your
That was his point of
salesperson
call.
all his life. He is a salesman.
Yeah.
So that was the point of your call, to say, look, he had gotten in trouble with me at work for saying things that were racist, and then when he was approached by management, he was so smooth and so slick that he was able to talk his way out of it. That was the point of your call?
Yes.
Okay, all right. That's what
God, I suck.
Wait, once again.
Let me explain to you one thing. I spent about 4 hours writing a letter to management, and I don't spend any time writing letters to anybody about all the comments and all the issues I had with them,
Yeah. All right. Okay, Barry. Once again, this was an anonymous call. We don't know that the entirety is true, but this is what this gentleman is saying. Yes, Dirty Jim.
And one last question. Were you the only person in the office that felt this way about George Zimmerman, or was this a shared opinion?
Well, I was, when I got in the company, I was the new guy. So I was the guy that could be bullied around. But after a while, he got fired because other people had issues with him.
So
You know, you're telling me anonymous, and you really. But I mean, honestly, with all honesty, if this would honestly help the case, I'll give you my full name, full Social Security, date of birth.
Right.
Name it.
I know.
You
Give it now.
You
You
have-
the whole interview.
I know.
But I know it's not going to help the case that much. I just want to let this off my chest. I pulled over on the side of the road.
No, I appreciate it. You, hey, I hope you understand that we have to have a little bit of responsibility
we can't,
here.
I mean, it's sight unseen. We can just take it and say, "Yep, that's it."
You understand that?
Can't do that.
Yeah. But I mean, I'll be honest with you, being the only Middle Eastern that works in that company, everybody that's hearing this right now on the radio knows who I am.
And you're probably right.
You're probably right.
You're probably right. Just we have a responsibility to be able to cover our asses.
Well,
you know?
I can see his phone call. He works for White Guy Incorporated.
Jimmy, your attempt at levity has really made this guy
I gave
mad.
you a little
Just as bad
chuckle,
as Zimmerman.
if you noticed.
We should start
I
calling
went,
him
huh.
Jimmy Old Redmond Zimmerman.
Without telling me the name of the
McGee.
company, without telling me the name of the company, just can you tell me what you used to sell?
Automobiles.
Automobile, car salesman. Okay, all right. That's pretty easy. All right, hey, listen, I appreciate you calling.
Hey, thank you.
All right. 407-916-1041. Yeah.
You know what's almost, and tell me if you guys think this way. Like, I think we villainize the person that over tattletales and overly,
you're right.
either tells on
Being
these
overly
people,
zealous about stuff.
or like over the top, over for the rules, like all this stuff, more than we do even the criminals in some instances. You see what I'm saying? Like, we hate the people that are like the guy that will report you for taking one extra coffee paper cup at work. You know,
reported
Even though it's the rules.
I will tell you, though, it's weird, though.
You know what I'm saying? We hate those people more than I could see why.
You know who's one of those guys? And I know this is an extreme case, but I mean, they made such a big deal about it when the case came up. But BTK was one of those guys. Was an overzealous homeowners association guy.
Was he?
An overzealous church member.
I love New Kids on the Block.
Yeah. I mean, he was just like this. I mean, real. Go ahead.
At 407-916-1041. You're listening to March in the Morning.